You are here because you want it all. You want those amazing, juicy, sexy relationships. You want that business that thrives. You want those clients, receiving amazing clients, working with them. You want amazing collaborations. You want that sexy, beautiful, amazing body that you feel so confident. You want it all. And you're no longer trying to hide or downplaying your game for fear of other people's opinions. You want it all. And you want it big. And you want it expansive. And you want it juicy. And you want it like, I want it all. I want to experience everything in this life. I want to go bigger. I want to have plenty of money. I want to enjoy amazing relationships with my kids, with my family, with the people that I love, with my clients. I want to have a business that supports me. I want to feel amazing when I put my clothes. If that is you, this is your specific life. And also the upcoming masterclass, today masterclass, that is going to take place on August the 29th and September the 2nd at 11 a.m. It's completely free. But that masterclass is going to give you something that it could change the direction of everything. And by the way, it could help you to become the match, not only for the business, not only for the amazing body, not only for the amazing relationships, not only for the income, but for all. So if this is your vibe, you're now like, yeah, this is my language, Graciela. Fuck yeah, you want to stay here. But before I go in depth, you know how this goes, right? You know how this goes. This is the first time that we have an interaction here. First of all, welcome. Drop me a 1, and that way I know. If you're not new here, you've been watching me for a while, we're friends and stuff. Hi, hello. Drop me a 2. If you're watching the replay, #replay. If you're joining me here live and your Instagram handle contains numbers, it's a phrase. Basically, it's not your name. Drop your name in that way I can say hi properly. Going back to the topic. If you are here for those amazing, juicy, loving relationships, for that business that supports you and that business that feels so right, if you are here for bringing amazing new clients into your life, for enjoying large amounts of money and feeling good, if you're here and you want that body that feels so amazing when you put your clothes on, if you want it all, basically, this is going to be your life. Because right here, I'm going to give you part or the X factor that will allow you to do that. And by the way, the X factor is the name of our masterclass. It's going to take place on August the 29th and September the 2nd. I did it in that way because we want to split those 2 hours. One of the things that I mentioned as well is that I do care about how... Jeffrey? Let me know if I'm pronouncing your name well. Amazing. One of the things that I really care is that you get to integrate the information. For me, it's not only more information. You can have information all over the place. There's YouTube channels, plenty on Google, you name it. But what we want is to have a piece of information and able to integrate it. And that is what we get to do. I'm going to help you to do on those 2 days. I'm going to help you to unlock that X factor, okay? And why it's important? Because if you want it all, if you are ready to receive, to become that channel who's able to hold amazing relationships, who's able to live in an amazing, beautiful body, who's able to bring more money, that is able to hold an amazing business, you must to do this work, unlocking that X factor, unlocking that. Because one of the things that I was experiencing through most of my journey, I will say not through all, most of my journey, is that I was attending the classes, I was buying the programs, I was buying even mentorships, but for one reason or another, I was having some results, but not those kind of results that people mention. That like, quantum leaps. Everything gets to change in a second. I was like, what's going on? And the thing that I was doing here, I was blaming myself without even knowing that I was missing this factor. That I was missing this factor. And this factor was not only, I will say, in one way or another, not allowing me to perceive what was in front of me. That's why it's not about having more information. And it's amazing to have a mentor, to have a coach, to be in programs. It's one of the things that I have never stopped. I'm always doing that, right? But if you don't unlock this X factor, if you don't unlock this part of you, you will continue to do the things from an old way of being. And if you catch me here, I'm giving you a glimpse of what must change. Because when we do this work, when we start working on how this is a part of the X factor, when we start seeing ourselves in a different way, guess what? The approach that you get to have and utilizing the tools in your business, bringing new people into your business, how you treat yourself and how you approach your nutrition, how you approach your relationships will change, but not before. And if you're like me, we're here to do great things. This is not a negotiable. That's why I'm really passionate about this, because I've been utilizing it for years. First of all, I was not conscious that I was doing that. And when I became conscious, I started using it. And this allowed me to experiencing amazing changes in my business and in my life. I'm gonna mention some of them here. I went from working at a supermarket, being 90 pounds overweight, holding relationships that were not good for me, to now having my own company, to enjoying an amazing body that is healthy, that is supporting me, fit, full of energy. Holding now amazing relationships with clients, with my family, with my kids. Amazing collaborations as well. By the way, we received a collaboration last week. I'm gonna be in London doing attending an event. So I'm gonna be a guest speaker, which is really amazing. And that didn't happen by accident. Another thing that I mentioned as well, I think it was one of the lives that I did before, is that I went from $11 an hour when I was working at the 9 to 5, excuse me, to in my first 3 months of business making 30K, receiving 30K back in 2021. So changes like that were possible because of that, because I was start seeing myself in a different way. And during the X Factor Masterclass, I'm gonna go in depth. And maybe you are aware of this. You're like, yeah, I know what she's talking about. Yes, but one of things is knowing, another thing is actually having the results. This is one of the pills that is kind of hard to swallow, because I don't like when someone's like, "Where's your results?" Right? It's like consciously we can understand a concept, but if we don't have the results yet, and I mentioned the word yet because we never come from black, yet is because your subconscious, the biggest part of you, doesn't know. And this is not, if you're part of my community and the women that are going places, you're not gonna get offended. Actually, it's like, shit, yeah, tell me more. Let me know how to change it. Let's move. I'm like that. Yeah, first of all, it feels like, yeah, shit, like, but this is your life. If we don't make those conscious decisions, we wouldn't change. If we don't allow ourselves to integrate new information, not only absorb, integrate, our life is going to be the same. And I don't want that for you, because for some periods of time, that was happening for me. I'm not going to say to me, because I was entertaining pure information. but things were not changing because one part of me was not changing. So to make a little recap, if you're an ambitious woman like myself, you are ready for more clients, for amazing relationships, to enjoy an amazing body, you want it all, this is the work that you must do. And this is unlocking the X factor. Part of the X factor is how you see yourself. Start unlocking the other part of you. Because even if we hire someone, maybe a business coach, and maybe you start to develop a new skill set, if you're coming from the old way of you seeing yourself, and this is one of the things that sometimes we're not conscious, that's why it feels like a hard work. That's why it doesn't work. Okay, so right here, as you may see, I'm not giving you so much details because we want to go in depth in the X Factor Masterclass that's going to take place on August the 29th and September the 2nd. We're going to go live via Zoom for 1 hour each day, and I'm going to give you that. We're going to unlock the X Factor, and it's not going to be just more information. I'm going to give you tangible exercises that you can apply right away, because when you integrate it, when it becomes an experience, it's no longer information, it's part of your psyche. And this is only for the woman who is ready to own it all. This is not for you if you're still I don't know, maybe next year. No. If you are here, first of all, it's because you want it all. If you want it all, let's work right now. I decided to do this today event as a free event, but later on I'm gonna repurpose the material, and it's gonna be a paid masterclass. So if you want to take advantage of this amazing opportunity, it's time. This time, my team, I decided we didn't plan a landing page. It's via Zoom. It's really, really simple. I keep it simple for this event. So just register on the link in the bio. That's it. You're gonna receive an email probably 2 days before the event. That's it. Your only work is to attend live, because we're not gonna send a replay. That is the thing, that I'm not gonna send a replay. If you are here, like I said before, because you want it all, that woman who want it all, that woman who is you can set those 2 hours for you. Because like I said, this could be easily a paid masterclass, and it's gonna be. But I decided to do it openly. So the only requirement is for you to be a woman who's ready to own it all. If you're not ready yet, it's all good, but this is not gonna be your class, because I'm gonna be really intense. If you've been part of my live work, I'm really intense. I really go in depth, and I give sometimes the chances to the participants to mute themselves. We go in deep. I'm not treating you like another participant, another face on my meeting. Make sense? I know you have dreams. I know you have desires. I know you're like me. You are with a big ambition. You want it all. That's why I treat you like that. All right. Let me know if you have any questions. Like I said, if you're watching the replay, #replay. I want to know who's tuning to this specific IG lives. With that being said, have a beautiful day. Right now, if you feel the vibe, you want to know more about this, register in the link in the bio. It's totally free. And I will see you next. Bye.